This video will teach you the basics of reading music. Reading music can differ slightly from instrument to instrument, but today we will be covering the symbols commonly seen when you are reading music. So to start, in this diagram we can see we have one measure of music. The measure is denoted by the beginning bar on the left and this measure bar on the far right. The first symbol we come across is the clef symbol. This clef symbol tells us that we are playing in treble clef, a clef often used by many instruments, including the violin. There are also bass clefs and alto clefs and other different clefs, depending on the instrument. Next, we see our key signature. The key signature, if you remember from the video about pitch, will tell us exactly how many sharps and flats we will be playing. In this case, there's one sharp and it is on the F, so each F will be a sharp F when played. Next, we come across the time signature. The time signature here is 4/4. This means that each measure from between these two bars will include 4 beats, and each quarter note will be 1 beat. The rest of the note lengths are built around the quarter note. So if the quarter note gets 1 beat, then a half note gets 2 beats, and a whole note gets 4 beats. Here are some sample notes. We have a half note and 2 quarters. So this makes up 1, 2, 3, 4 beats in our measure. Once we have 4 beats in a measure, there's a measure bar, and we move on to the next measure of music. Now, in order to know what notes you are playing at what time, you have to memorize each line of the staff and each space in the staff and what note those correspond to. The spaces in between each staff line correspond to F, A, C, E, and the lines correspond to E, G, B, D, and F. Now, if you look closely, you can notice that these notes correspond and go exactly in the order of a musical scale. So if we start at A, going up, we have A, B, C, D, E, F. So the note above the staff here is a G. On the bottom of the staff, we have an E, so the note directly before E is a D, because we are going up the staff in the order of a scale. This is an example of a real piece of music composed for a violinist. Here I can point out that all the same symbols we just reviewed are at the beginning of each measure, going down the page. There are many measures in each line, and many notes on each page. Even if your child does not know what instrument they will be playing or know if they even will learn how to play an instrument, it is important for them to learn how to read music because it helps the brain first with memorization of where each note goes and decoding of note lengths and pitch values. As your child is reading music in a piece such as this, their brain must work very quickly to realize what the note length and value of each note is. And they also must have each note name memorized depending on where the note is located on the staff. So whether or not the note is an A, a B, a C, or D, they must be able to recognize that from looking where the note placement is on the staff. One last recap. Here we have our staff, and we begin reading music always from left to right. Here's another example of the staff with the note names. This will be the same. This will never change. Your F will always be in this spot and your A will always be in this spot. So it's important to have this memorized to help your memorization skills. Thank you.